Hi. So this is like lesson number 2 on gender. The really cool thing about scientific discovery and stuff like that is that you have the ability to kind of like meditate on certain things and decide if you want to kind of develop something a little bit more before actually adopting one that is like the most accurate for the way that you sense your own reality. Okay, so as far as gender goes, it's going to be something that is a quality. So a quality of something is not something that is really clearly defined in the physical form. So masculine, feminine is something that exists in like pretty much every life form, and it doesn't really have to do with what the actual body looks like. Like for example, this is an example of like qualities. Okay, so oh shoot. Okay, so this is like a little skull. It's like kind of cool and everything, but most people, like their very first reaction to that, like would be like you would try and categorize it. It'd be like death and uh, animal. Okay, so those are like different types of definition. So those are definitions, and those are not those don't describe this. Instead, it's like pointing at it and saying that is what that is. So something that is more based on quality would be something more like um, enduring physical form. So this could be a representation of the quality of endurance. So that's like one example. And then another example, okay, so these are like dried flowers. Dried flowers. Okay, so one way to put a quality to something like this, instead of saying, "Oh, it's dried," would be to say something like perseverance, because these are preserved, so they last longer. So also endurance. So essentially, these two both represent endurance, which is kind of cool. Let's see. Okay, so qualities describe something, and they aren't fixed depending on what the actual physical body looks like. Okay, so material plane of existence. Yeah, that's like kind of scary, but it's okay. Let's see. So material plane of existence is going to deal with matter. So matter is like matter, solid, liquid, gas, matter. And then the difference between matter and something that is described based on quality is going to be that qualities are a little bit more like changing, whereas matter is like fixed upon the chemical structure. So that's going to be a little bit of the difference, and the the premise of the like material planes of existence, that's going to come from a book called the Kybalion, by three initiates, and that one's it's kind of a like a rare book to find, and honestly, I probably wouldn't be able to afford it. But there's a channel on YouTube that's really good that has a whole bunch of like rare books that are like read aloud, and it even has like the book in like in front of the camera. It's really cool. It's the Master Key Society. They have they have that book read on there, and that one is the one that describes the seven hermetic principles, and then also a little bit of details on like the different planes of existence, or like another way to look at that would be like the different levels of enlightenment in like the more Buddhist style of thinking. Yeah, so gender is going to be like it's going to be a higher level or a higher plane of existence because it doesn't exist in material, the material plane of existence, and can be movable with your imagination.